Hey Arthur, Drew here. I have some changes for you for the website for this sunshine. Overall, I really like it. I love the texture that you chose as well as the color. I think it works really, really well. A couple things. Let's go ahead on. You'll notice there's just a small thing right here with this navigation where it's kind of got a funky break to it for this breakpoint. Let's go ahead and take this navigation, make it a little bit smaller. It doesn't need to be quite that big, and let's push it. Let's right align this everywhere. So no matter where you're at, it's always sticking to the right side of the screen. Request a free estimate. Let's just get rid of this. I don't think it's necessary in the header. What I'm going to have you do is I'm going to move it down here. Let's keep just this section, and let's add in here family-owned landscape and irrigation business. So it's going to be our company is a wholly family-owned landscape and irrigation business serving the Northwest Metro since 1968. So that's what this is going to read here. This is fine right here, but let's get rid of everything else but this. Instead of having this down here, go ahead and just put this button, request a free estimate. Let's also make this section be this green, okay? Or this green, or whatever blue we're going to change this to. Now, what I'd like to do with this section is this is all fine here. Let's just make it more in the same hue as this. Let's keep it darker than the logo, but along the same hue. So it just needs some adjustments of this color here. Let's see here, something like maybe. Is that doing it? No, site extra. That's what it's going to be. So maybe something like. Just something more towards a bluish. Like something like maybe this. So it's still in the same hue as this blue, but different. And then let's make this bottom footer a different color. Maybe a green or something just something different, just to break this up a little bit, or a darker version or a lighter version of the blue that you choose for this footer here, okay? And you don't have to choose this exact color. I'm just trying to get a feel for what we're looking at, because I kind of like how little saturation is here though too. So there's that. And then also with the removing a free estimate down here, the phone number will be here instead of the free estimate. So you got the phone number will show up right there, which is good. Let's just have the phone number be there and get rid of the request a free estimate. The navigation, you got this going here. It's just a little bit wonky here. I would say make this a different color if you can, and just fix when the hover here, because even though they're going to be pressing it, but even if they press it, the screen's going to do weird things. They're not going to sure if it's working. So you might just want to have the extra padding in there that accounts for the border bottom that you're using, and then remove it on hover and add the border bottom, so there isn't any sort of movement here. And like I said, different color, stand out a little bit more so they know that that's navigation, and then it's not quite meeting the other side of the screen here. So there's that. That's pretty much it for the front page. For the background here, let's use either the blue that you choose for the footer, or a green. You'll have to adjust the text to make sure it's readable on whatever background color you choose. But something similar here, but make it I just want this to pop a little bit more. And then whatever color you don't use, make sure the button stands out well, and therefore request a free quote underneath that section of text right here that I was talking about earlier. On the interior pages, just some unifying. You're using green for buttons everywhere, and then this is part of the original theme. So let's make sure this gets modified. Let's make sure this incorporates a little bit better. It's from the old theme. It just stands out a little bit. Let's just make sure it incorporates a little bit better. Same thing with the send button down here, that sort of thing. Also on these interior pages, let's put request a free estimate at the top of each of the sidebar. So in the sidebar file, go ahead and include that at the top of it, so that on all pages where there's a sidebar, it'll have request a free estimate sort of thing. Other than that, it looks really good. I like it a lot. I really like your choice of the background texture and everything else. Just the main thing is just some small tweaks and making this stand out just a little bit more. I think would go a long ways to break up the content too here. So Other than that, if you have any questions, let me know. But go ahead and make those changes, and I think we'll be good to go. Thank you.